Harrisonburg, Virginia, number 10, Kawan Madden McAfee. A 6'5" junior playing forward from Huntersville, North Carolina, number 11, Robert Hobson. And a 6'6" senior playing forward from Shelby, North Carolina, the team captain, number 15, Christian Creswell. Your Wildcats are coached in his inaugural season by Dan Larkin. He's assisted by Matthew Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, your referees for tonight's men's basketball game were appointed by the United States Collegiate Athletic Association in conjunction with the Eastern Metro Athletic Conference. Welcome once again to the Wildcat Center Gym, our first home game of 2019. And it's a tradition here at Johnson & Wales Charlotte before every home athletic event. Beware to all that enter, this is our house. Let's go Wildcat!
All right, fans, there you have it. The intros for tonight's game. We started for the audio snafus there, but we're ready to go now. So we'll turn you over to Kelly Turner for call today's game. All right, so Wildcats start the game off with a turnover there. Carolina Christian takes over. So Wildcats opening a man-to-man defense against the Centurions here. They get it inside, throw it back out, 12 to shoot, long three, knuckleball, no rotation on that one. Offensive rebound comes down to Central Carolina, or Carolina Christian rather. Creswell with the block and the rebound. Madden McAfee has it now, kicks it out to Marley. Poole with the three, and it's good. Wildcats on the board here right at the 19-minute mark. Take the lead 3-0. The ball knocked out of play. It'll stay with Central Carolina. On the court for the Wildcats, Hobson, Madden McAfee, Creswell, Poole, and Bullock, your normal starters. For the Centurions, Rashawn Gray, number 12. He's throwing the inbounds pass. He gets it to Jonathan Cunningham, number 2. Also on the court, number 10, Ramel Horlback. Number 13, Keontae Edwards. Number 24, Caleb Young, the starters for Carolina Christian. 3 on the way for Horlback, no good. Bullock comes down with a...
All right, we're back in action here. We had a little technical difficulties. Make sure everything's all good. Wildcats with it. The kick out to Hobson, couldn't handle the pass. Ball on the floor, still fighting for it. Bodies flying everywhere. We're going to get a jump ball.
We'll check that ball for grease or something. No one seems to be able to grab a hold of that one. And the alternating possession arrow will give it to the Centurions.
So Madden McAfee's going to stay with Young all the way. Young on the take. Creswell with the help. Young's going to pull the jumper, not good. Fight for the rebound. Hobson kind of gave it right back to Young when he swatted it down. All right, the baseline fighting for a good bucket there. That was Gray.
Good take by Gray. Aggressive move into the paint. He gets Carolina Christian on the board.
Madden McAfee, the sophomore, running point for the Wildcats. Good heads-up play by Creswell. I don't think he was expecting that pass. Creswell with the moves, up and under. Shot won't fall, but he'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Really nice take by Christian. He kind of split the screen there as the Centurions came to double team him, and he dribbled right through him, right to the goal. Earned himself a trip to the free throw line.
First shot couldn't get the friendly roll. 0 for 2.
Christian a little deep on both of those.
Horlbeck guarded out by Creswell. The kick out in the corner. Young for 3. That one off the mark. Fight for the rebound again, and Bullock comes away with it.
The Wildcats need to do a better job of securing the rebound.
And Hobson stepped on the baseline. So quick turnover there from the Wildcats. If you're just tuning in, 3 minutes gone in the first half. Men's basketball, first home game back into the new year, 2019. They lead 3-2 against the Centurions of Carolina Christian. On the take is Cunningham, the extra pass. That shot's good. That's Keontae Edwards knocking that one down.
So Edwards with both Centurion buckets as Creswell beats everybody down the floor. Can't convert.
Yeah, it's going the other way. Centurions on the attack. All the way back out from 3 as Cunningham knocks it down.
Cunningham wide open, created some more space for himself, knocked down to 3. Centurions all of a sudden find themselves up by 4.
Madden McAfee, the floater, no good. Cunningham takes the rebound all the way. Guarded out by Bullock. High screen from Edwards. Draws the assignment with Creswell on the take. The kick out back to Young in the corner. Tries to go inside quick, but the pass gets knocked out. Tip there. It was blocked from Creswell. Got a piece of it. Wildcats looking to push. Marley Poole ahead, up and under. Gets fouled.
Shot clock was running down there for the Centurions. Cunningham had to launch one, and Creswell right there to block it, and then outlet pass goes to Marley, and he gets fouled going to the goal. So he'll go to the free throw line for 2 here. Hopefully he can be a little more successful than Christian was.
Poole's first shot no good. Wildcats struggling early from the line. And leaves that one short. Gotta get the lane violation on the Wildcats.
So the Wildcats 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 4 from the free throw line here in the early going. And we'll get a 30-second timeout called by Coach Larkin as he wants to settle his guys down a little bit here. Lots of Wildcat action coming for you in the next week or so. We'll be back on the air at 3 o'clock on Saturday as men's basketball is home to Mid-Atlantic Christian. Their second game against the Mustangs in the span of a week. And then Tuesday night, we have a doubleheader. 6 o'clock, women's basketball against Bob Jones. And then 8 o'clock, men's basketball against Bob Jones. This is a whiteout. First 50 students through the door get a white T-shirt to pack the student section. And then we will honor the 2018 UNCAA National Champion women's volleyball team at halftime of the men's game. So be sure to come out for that. If you can't make it, we'll have all the action for you here on the Wildcat Sports Network.
So out of the Wildcats timeout, Centurions have the ball. Substitution for Carolina Christian, number 15, Mike Burnett, checks into the game. Cross-court pass over to Cunningham.
Wildcats do a good job of cutting off the driving angles.
7 on the shot clock. Edwards spins in the lane, gets the roll.
Impressive move by Edwards. He's off to a strong start here early in this one.
Poole ahead, the kick out in the corner. It's Bullock for 3. That one off the mark. Tipped out by Bullock.
Wildcats swinging around the perimeter. The extra pass finds Poole wide open for 3. He knocks it down.
Good job there by Creswell, Madden McAfee, and Hobson. They all had a three-pointer, but they swung it around the court and got a better shot. Marley wide open, and he knocks it down. So Poole has 2 threes. That's all the scoring so far for the Wildcats in this one.
In the corner, it's Young. Deep three right in front of Creswell, knocks it down. Madden McAfee looking to answer. That one no good. Bullock, what a rebound.
Guys over Cunningham to get that one.
Hobson to take. Can't get the roll in the lane. Bullock flying through the lane. Stepped out of bounds when he came down with it.
You got to love Malik's hustle and effort, though, going to the offensive glass hard.
2 subs coming in for the Wildcats. It's Jackson Baylark and Zerian Wilkins.
Also P.J. Gill in for the Wildcats.
Yep, you'll see Gill. He plays great defense. He's out guarding Young right now. P.J. Gill, the freshman from Virginia Beach. On the take, it's Edwards off the glass. Edwards having himself a good first half. Centurions out by 8. They lead 14-6, 13:30 to go in the half. Hobson a deep three, can't knock it down. Rebound Poole, right up under the basket. He can't get the roll. Ball tipped out of bounds, just should stay with the Wildcats. Yep. It's off the fingertips of Horlback.
Got to wonder if the Wildcats are having a little bit of bus lag. A long trip back from Mid-Atlantic Christian. They didn't get home until about 3 o'clock in the morning Tuesday morning. Now they're back on the court again tonight.
Fortunate that ball finds Gill, who puts it through. Young able to get by Gill. And it looked like Gill might have got a piece of
I don't know
it.
if it was Gill or Hobson. Ball comes away to Poole.
Poole looking to go all the way with the finish. That's another three this time from the Centurions, no good. Another offensive board from Edwards, fouled. And that was going to send Edwards to the line to shoot 2. Foul on Baylark. His first shot is good. 2 subs come in for the Centurions. Number 5, Daquan Lee, and number 11, Anthony Vicente. Edwards able to convert. They lead 16-10. Gill running point now for the Wildcats. Hands it off to Hobson. They swing it around. Poole pulls the trigger on the 3. That one's short. Rebound, Lee. Outlet ahead finds Gray. Swatted out by Poole. Wilkins showing the moves to kick out to Gill. Drives baseline, up and under. Can't finish. Oh, man, he's right there. That's a 2 from Edwards, no good. And they're going to get a foul on the floor on the Wildcats. There's 3 Wildcats there trying to fight off Vicente for that offensive board.
They're going to call Gill with a push in the back.
Number 1, Fred Hagans checks in for Carolina Christian. Malik Bullock's back on the floor for the Wildcats. He replaces Poole. Quick throw into Edwards, can't finish off the right side, but Wildcats couldn't grab the board, so it'll stay with Carolina Christian. And a new shot clock.
That's at least 3 times so far that the Wildcats have had a chance to get a defensive rebound and not be able to corral it, giving Central Carolina extra opportunities.
Throw it up to Hagans for 3, no good. Rebound, Hobson comes away with it. Hobson has some room, pulls the 3, that's good. Finally knocks one down there, cuts it to 3. 16-3, just about 11 minutes left, first half. Hobson got a hand on it. Gill coming around the other side. Inside it's Edwards. Bullock doing all he can. Good defense.
Well, I think Edwards got away with a travel there.
Wilkins looking to push it ahead. Hobson in the corner for three. Can he do it? No. Rebound. Vicente comes away with it. Vicente the drive, a lot of contact. Wide open is Edwards. Swatted out by Baylark. And Wilkins loses it. A little bit of sloppy play going here. Can nearly travel. And both teams need to settle down. And we're going to get a timeout from the Centurions.
30-second timeout as they're a little ragged too, and their coach wants to talk about it. Wildcats shooting better from the three than they are from the field. And also 0 of 4 at the free throw line. Fortunate to only be down by 3, mainly because Carolina Christian, they're only 6 of 20 themselves from the field. So neither team finding much success putting the ball in the hole to this point.
It'll be Centurions inbound coming out of the timeout. They lead the Wildcats by 3, 16-13, just over 10 minutes left in the first half. Wildcats and their man defense. Lee pulls a 3. That one off the mark, and another offensive board goes to Hagens. Quick trigger again. That one's good.
Centurions not bashful to shoot it from the three-point line. It's already their 10th attempt in the first 10 minutes of the game.
And Hobson gets fouled on the take. Foul will be on the floor. That foul will be on number 15, Mike Burnett of the Centurions. They lob it up, tried to feed Baylark. Ball gets poked around, still fighting for his Bullock. And they're going to get Bullock with a foul. Coach Larkin scratching his head. You're going to call that? Hagens trying to get around Gill. Tight defense from Gill. And he gets poked. And Bullock comes away with the steal. And he finishes.
Boy, Malik just out-hustled the Centurion player for the ball there. And he pays it off. And then we're going to get a travel.
Good defense by Gill, forcing that turnover.
So Gill, 2 straight possessions. His defense has forced 2 turnovers. It's kind of energized this Wildcat team here.
Definitely energized the crowd.
Officials checking something at the scorer's table.
I think they're doing a roster check.
They have the scorebook out, so that could be it. Because I think there's 11 people on the roster we were given for Carolina Christian. They have 12 dressed out. So, yeah, it looks like it's an administrative technical foul for something, I'm going to guess, pertaining to the roster.
I got to say, in 3 years of doing this, I've seen more games have this, the technical foul issued for that. I think, 3 games this year we've had that happen?
It's all about the details, You got to, and usually it's an assistant coach that's in charge of checking the scorebook and making sure everybody's in there. Hobson converts. So 1-shot technical in men's basketball for an administrative technical. 2 shots in women's basketball. Interesting little variance there.
So Vicente now guarding Gill out tight. Gill loses his dribble, able to maintain it. Gets across half court, and they're going to get the foul on Vicente. Vicente doesn't like it.
I think Vicente, after having his pocket picked by PJ, is anxious to kind of even the score a little bit.
Baylark, top of the key, swings it over back to Gill. Hobson, a lot of space in front of him. Can't knock down the three. Rebound, Burnett. Burnett looking to go all the way, up and under. Gets the roll. Good finish there. It keeps the lead at 5, 21-16, under 9 minutes to go. Hobson in the lane, spins, fadeaway jumper. He gets the roll. And Gill got a hand in there again, but it goes right to Vicente. Vicente the take, and he's going to get Hobson up in the air, count it.
I think they're going to call a foul on Wilkins.
So Marley Poole and Madden McAfee will check back in. They'll replace Gill and Hobson.
Good little stretch there for Gill. He definitely had a positive impact on the game.
And he's able to convert the three-point play. Madden McAfee back to running point. Vicente guarding the point guard really tight now ever since he got his pocket picked. Bullock hands it off to Poole. Poole looking to split the defenders, and they're going to get Higgins with the foul. So that's the 15th foul on the Centurions. Bullock will inbound. Finds Poole quickly. Poole gets it poked out, but it goes right to Baylark.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. See if they give Marley an assist for that one.
So Lee on the take, hung in the air, able to finish. And another foul on Vicente.
Vicente gambled there as Madden McAfee kind of lost the dribble and ran right into him with his shoulder.
Caleb Young back in the game. He replaces Vicente, who just picked up his second foul. High screen from Baylark. Madden McAfee looking for help, finds Bullock. Up and under. And they're going to wave it off. Says he moved that plant foot. So Daquan Lee running point now for the Centurions. And Wilkins had a shot at that. That was a slow pass. On the take, no good. Rebound, Wilkins. Back to Wilkins inside. Looked like he got fouled. Centurions come away with it. They look to push it ahead. Lee, step back jumper. That one's good. So they extend their lead back out to 8. Under 7 minutes left in the half. Wilkins will try a three. That one off the mark. And rebound Lee. Trying to get around Madden McAfee. That's a deep three from Young. That one off the right side. Rebound Wilkins. Madden McAfee looking to get around Lee. Poole right in the face of Burnett. No good. Henny comes down with the rebound. Wildcats haven't shot well from beyond the arc in this first half.
3 of 11 now from deep. And 8 of 23 overall, only 34% for the Wildcats. Carolina Christian has got their shooting percentage up over 40.
The extra pass finds Young in the corner for 3. That one's good. And head coach Dan Larkin's going to get a timeout.
It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 1 minute.
All right, out of the Wildcats timeouts, Bullock to inbound, finds Madden McAfee, races across, finds Creswell. Creswell to take, moves inside, splits the defenders. Bullock there with the cleanup.
Shortest guy on the court, Malik Bullock, gets a rebound amongst 2 Centurion players. Still only need a bucket there for the Wildcats. They're down by 9, 5.5 left to play, first half.
We got a defender down, it's Wilkins. Basically 5-on-4, fight for the rebound. Henny knocks it off of Madden McAfee. Good heads-up play there. Hobson back in the game, replaces Wilkins. 5:20 left, first half. Wildcats down by 9, 31-22. They throw it up to Young. Quick pass inside. And I think that's the administrative error, number 14. I don't have a 14 on my roster. And that's a 3 from Hobson. Spin move from Henny, swatted out by Creswell, and the outlet ahead. Hobson wide open, gets the slam!
Now the Wildcats cut the lead from 11 to 4 just like that. And we're going to throw a little bit of a 3/4 court press on as Central Carolina gets their starters back in the game.
Yep, Cunningham and Gray check back in. Already deep in the shot clock, 15 left. Young trying to get around Creswell in the corner. It's a 3 from Alston. That one's good. Madden McAfee, the Euro, gives it up to Poole. Creswell on the take, all the way, gets it swatted out by Edwards, and he'll stay with the Wildcats. Shot clock doesn't reset. They got 10 on the shot. Madden McAfee with it. 5 on the shot. Poole got to get a shot off. That 3 is going to be left short. Rebound Cunningham. It was a bad possession there. Cunningham brings it back out. Edwards, top of the key, drives on Creswell, and it's knocked off his thigh out of bounds. It'll be Wildcats ball.
Good dig in there by Marley Poole to reach over and knock that one off of his thigh out of bounds. So Wildcats, after cutting it to 4, down again by 7.
Hard again. Deep in the shot clock, Madden McAfee, step back 3. That one off the mark. Rebound Edwards. As we just about to tick under 3 minutes left before halftime. Centurions with it now. Young guarded out by Madden McAfee. And poked away. Hobson comes away with it. Hobson pushing ahead all the way, finds Bullock underneath. The extra pass to Poole. And Hobson wide open in the corner, can't make it. And they're going to get a foul on the floor. That'll be on Gray, as Poole had the offensive board there. We had a good chance at it, and he was fouled from behind. P.J. Gill checks back in.
Send Marley to the line for 1 and 1.
Ooh. Ooh.
That one barely drew nets, much less the rim. That was way short for Marley.
We'll just forget about that one. We won't talk about that one. We'll just let it go. Young hands it off. Alston with it, guarded out by Poole. Draws the assignment on Creswell. Looks like Poole got a hand on it, but they're going to say off the hands of Edwards out of bounds.
Austin tried to throw a 90-mile-an-hour pass 3 feet to Edwards, and there was no way he was catching that. And it glanced off his fingertips out of bounds.
Gill running point now. Double screen up top from Hobson and Creswell. Hobson pops free. Drives all the way. Lay-in's good.
Good aggressive take by Robert, something you would not have seen him do last year, but he's added that to his arsenal so far here in 2018-2019.
Nice front down low by Creswell. Poole comes around the backside to help, and Creswell comes away with the rebound.
I think Marley got a piece of that one.
That was a bad steal by Creswell. Up and under, can't finish, gets another rebound. This time he'll protect it a little more.
Good job by Christian not to kind of relax after he made
Nice
the turnover.
feet
He got
ahead.
back and influenced that shot from Cunningham, and then he collected the rebound. Wildcats back to within 3 now.
That's a 3 from Young. Good answer there. Centurions needed that one badly. And once they had an 11-point lead, it's now 6, 37-31. Just over a minute left in the half. Gill gets fouled on the take. He'll be at the line shooting 2. Edwards not happy with the help defense not there.
I think he was not happy with the lack of help defense.
And gets the friendly bounce on that first attempt. So Gill 2 of 2. Is he the first Wildcat to go 2 of 2 from the line tonight?
Oh, definitely, because he's the first one to make a free throw.
Cunningham a 3. That one's short. Follows a shot, gets his own rebound. Throws it back up to Alston. Fresh shot clock. Wildcats are double teaming Edwards down low. Alston trying to create separation from Gill. Looked like Gill might have got a piece of that. And now it's Poole on the attack for the Wildcats. And probably a miscommunication there from Poole and Gill.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think he was expecting Gill to cut closer to the basket.
The way PJ was running, that was going to be a tough pass to complete through the traffic.
So shot clock turned off, 28 seconds left. Centurions can hold for the last shot of the half.
The Wildcats need to play good, solid defense here and hold this at 4 as we head into the break.
So they're just going to play keep away until they find Gray in the corner for 3. Man.
It's a dagger shot there by Gray.
And they get a turnover. Last second heave. Ooh, no good. Now take us to halftime. Centurions leading the Wildcats 40-33. We'll be back in 14 minutes with your first half stats and second half action.
Back here at halftime with Carolina Christian up 40-33 on Johnson & Wales. We'll go through the halftime stats. For the visitors, they shoot 15 of 39, 38.5%, 7 of 18 from 3, 38.9%, 3 of 3 at the free throw line. Wildcats 13 of 33 from the field, 39.4%, 4 of 15 from deep, 26.7, 3 of 7 at the free throw line. Wildcats have 8 turnovers to 5 for the Centurions. 21 rebounds for the Wildcats, 19 for Central Carolina, 5 of which on the offensive end for Johnson & Wales, 6 offensive rebounds for Central Carolina. Sure seemed like more. 4 assists, 5 blocks, 2 steals for Johnson & Wales, 6 assists, 1 block, 4 steals for Central Carolina. Individually, the Wildcats were led by Robert Hobson with 13 points. Marley Poole had 8, Malik Bullock with 6. For Central Carolina, they were led by Keontae Edwards with 10 and Caleb Young with 9. Jonathan Cunningham with 3. Rashawn Gray with 3. Also, Fred Higgins had 3. Derek Austin had 3. Anthony Vicente had 3. 2 points from Mike Burnett. Jason Henne, Ramel Horlback, and Kevin Clark played but did not score. For the Wildcats, Malik Bullock had 6. P.J. Gill had 4. 2 for Baylark. Creswell, Madden McAfee, and Wilkins all played but did not score. So that wraps up the halftime stats, and we'll get it to Kelly for the second half.
All righty, Wildcats will have the ball to start. Out on the floor, running point is Madden McAfee. Also on the floor, number 1, Marley Poole, along with the leading scorer for the Wildcats in the first half, Robert Hobson. Creswell and Bullock finish off the 5. That rebound tipped out. Centurions come away with it, looking to push it ahead is Gray, and he can't get the roll. Rebound Bullock. Bullock sends it off to Hobson in the corner, and they're going to get the charge on Bullock.
Malik asking if the Centurion player was inside the restrictive arc. The official said no, he was outside.
That's the second foul on Bullock. Wildcats still in their man defense. In the corner for 3 is Gray. That one's good. Kick out to Madden McAfee for 3. That one's good.
Good answer there for Kawan, his first basket of the game. As Carolina Christian had extended it to 10. So that gets the Wildcats back to the halftime deficit of 7.
Offensive foul on Edwards. Good
Marley
job by Poole
there to take the charge.
That's the second foul on Edwards. So a foul apiece for both teams to start this half. Wildcats down 43-36.
Now they're going to get a moving screen, I think, on Hobson. So the Wildcats turn the ball over again.
Bullock out guarding ball handler Cunningham. Down low, Edwards, cross court to Cunningham. Good front by Creswell, got a hand on it, goes right to Edwards though. 8 on the shot clock, Edwards one-on-one down low. Works inside and goes up a wild shot out of bounds. Edwards looking for a foul, not going to get it.
Edwards was completely not underneath the basket. He was underneath the basket support on that one. Good job by Creswell, just walling up and forcing Edwards to go baseline.
And it's a travel on Hobson.
So I think the Wildcats have 1 basket, 4 turnovers so far here in the second half, the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, 1 basket, 4 turnovers, 2 fouls, and 2 minutes.
So when they haven't turned the ball over, they've scored, but they've turned the ball over 4 times for every basket.
It's not a winning formula.
Not going to get you to the finish line, definitely not.
Down low on the baseline, pausing in midair was Gray, couldn't finish. The rebound tipped right back to him. Good job by Creswell trying to get out the way and not draw the foul on the three-point attempt. Young left all alone for three. He'll take it. No good. Rebound Creswell.
Centurion player goes down.
That's 5-on-4. And as a pass inside, it'll stay with the Wildcats. Fortunate there not to be another turnover. It'll be Bullock on the baseline to inbound. Hobson tiptoeing that line on the sideline. Madden McAfee, the extra pass. Creswell, spin move. Madden McAfee left alone in the corner. That one off the mark. Rebound goes to Young, gets it ahead to Edwards. Going to take it himself against four Wildcats. Blocking foul, count it.
That time Marley was on the restricted arc, which is the automatic block. So good call there by the official. Basket goes.
Just the first foul on Poole. And already the third team foul just in 3 minutes on the Wildcats. Edwards at the line for the and one opportunity, and he can't get the roll.
So not only are the Wildcats turning the ball over, they're fouling a lot, which is not what you want to do when you're down and trying to make a comeback.
Hobson a deep three, that way off the mark. Rebound Cunningham, looking to push it ahead for the Centurions. Gets it back, it's going to reset. Looking down low for Edwards again. Good front by Creswell. Got a hand on it, tipped it out. It'll stay with the Centurions. 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham on the inbound. Has Poole right in front of him. Throws it up to Edwards. Looks like he got poked in the eye. Shot clock doesn't stop for that. They got 5 left. Young gonna have to get up a wild shot. Bullock got a hand in there. Right at the buzzer. Oh man, what a shot from Horlbeck. As the shot clock expires.
Just an absolute dagger. The Wildcats had played a good defensive possession for 34 and a half or 29 and a half seconds.
Creswell can't answer. Wildcats a 12-point deficit now, 48-36. Just about 4 minutes into this second half, and man, Centurions are on fire. As Cunningham drains that three. Wildcats need a score here. Blocking foul underneath on Edwards.
Centurions now 10 of 22 from three, 45.5%. They're shooting better from three than they are from the field.
That's the third foul on Edwards. So interesting note there for the Centurions. Their best big man down low. Subs come in. It's Gill and Baylark in for the Wildcats. Poole wide open for three. He knocks it down. Much needed basket there for the Wildcats.
Now they got to play defense, not allow any open jumpers, and then run good offense again next possession. Slowly work this thing back down.
And Baylark, good hands. Gill couldn't come away with it. Still with the Centurions. Edwards passes on the three, steps, and Baylark got a piece of it again. Edwards mad. Looked like he got hit in the face again. But the Centurions able to get two on that possession. Bullock inside, gets two right back. Hobson nearly got a piece of it himself. And good floater there from Gray. Gill finds Baylark underneath, and he draws the foul. And they're going to get that one Edwards again. That's his fourth. Edwards is going to have to come out. Coach Larkin's going to get Wilkins in.
The Centurions really don't have anyone of his height to replace him with. They go about 2 or 3 inches shorter if he's not in there.
And Deshaun Chambliss is at the scores table ready to check in. So
Another free throw goes begging for the Wildcats. They're now 3 of 7 from the line. 3 of 8, excuse me, 37.5%.
That second shot's good. Wildcats will get back down. And Baylor gets the steal, finds Bullock, and he tried to give it up. I think Bullock, if he would have waited, would have been able to split the defenders. They looked like they were going out to guard Wilkins.
He either needed to wait or throw the pass one half step earlier than he did. The time he decided to act was the exact wrong time. Any time before or after would have been better, yes. But the Wildcats get it back as subs come in for the Centurions.
It's Lee and Vicente check in along with Burnett. So really a fresh lineup here for the Centurions. They're down their big man Edwards, who has 4 fouls. Wildcats still down by 13, 55-42. Hobson will try a 3. And Wildcats are cold from beyond the arc this game.
Now 6 of 21.
Getting a hand in again was Baylark. Lee gets away from Hobson, pulls a 3. Nearly got the oop there was Horlack. Bullock nearly turns it over, finds Hobson, brings it back out. Wilkins passes on the 3, works inside. Wild shot won't fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good job there by Zera, and he had to open 3, but then saw he also had a path to the basket and dribbled it right into contact and went up and got fouled. Now Wildcats need to convert these free throws, score while the clock is stopped. They want to inch their way back into this one.
And it looks like Bullock's going to have to head off. He might have something on his jersey.
He's got some blood on his jersey.
So Caleb Coleman will check in. The Centurions are going to bring in Higgins to replace Horvath, who just picked up that foul. Makes the first. So Wilkins 2 of 2 there. So they're working on both Creswell and Bullock's jersey. Both of them have blood on them. And Lee inside throws up a wild shot off the glass. No good. Gill looking to push the floor now for the Wildcats. And a crazy pass goes off the leg of Centurion. They'll stay with the Wildcats. 25 on the shot. Hobson with it now. High screen from Baylark. Rolls to the basket. Hobson still with it. Inside. Nice look to Gill. And will convert.
Beautiful backdoor cut there by PJ. And Robert found him right down the middle of the lane for the easy layup. Wildcats back down within 9.
And that rebound goes off the foot out of bounds. It'll be Wildcats ball. So Wildcats cut it back down to a single-digit lead. Still a lot of time in this game. Still 12:40 left. Down 55-46. Hobson the step back 3 and airmails it. Larkin's going to get Marley Poole to check in for Hobson.
So we have a 30-second timeout called by Central Carolina here. 12:29 left to play.
Hobson is hearing it from Coach Larkin right now. Larkin not pleased with that quick shot.
remind everyone we'll be on the air again Saturday, 3 o'clock tip-off between the Wildcats and the Mustangs of Mid-Atlantic Christian, the EMAC conference game. And then Tuesday night doubleheader, 6 o'clock women versus Bob Jones, and then 8 o'clock men versus Bob Jones. There's a whiteout for both of those games. And also at halftime of the men's game, we'll honor the 2018 USAA National Champion women's volleyball team.
So it'll be Carolina Christian ball coming out of the timeout. Wildcats down by 9, 55-46. Out on the floor is Poole. Gill nearly got a hand on it. Vicente on the baseline. Gives it back up to Lee. Lee trying to drive the kick out. Finds Burnett in the corner for 3. Unable to knock it down. And Poole scoops up the rebound. A lot of contact. And he'll stay with the Wildcats on the sideline. And we finally tick under 12 minutes. I feel like we've been in that 12-minute or so range for about 5 minutes now. And Gill loses it off a shoe. That's got to be at least, 6 turnovers, 6 or 7 turnovers in the half for the Wildcats.
I think it is 6. I think they had 6 at halftime. They now have 12. So whatever it is, it's way too many.
That's a 3 from Lee. Centurions have gone cold from beyond the arc. Wilkins will try a 3. That one off the mark. Rebound tipped out. Foul on the floor. They're going to get it. That call on Higgins. So it'll stay with the Wildcats. That's the second foul on him. 15 foul. And with the 4 fouls, Edwards will check back in. Coach Foster kind of weighing that option there. They need some offense right now.
He's going to go ride or die with Edwards with the 4.
Quickly underneath, Wilkins able to finish. Edwards, nothing he can do there. He couldn't draw the foul.
Absolutely. So the Wildcats need to exploit that every time down the floor. Either draw that 5th foul on Edwards or just score over him.
That foul on Poole. Too much contact there on the drive by Lee. It's Marley's second foul, 14th foul on the Wildcats. Vicente on the drive, a lot of contact. And he gets the foul called. That'll be on Baylark. Baylark's second. Vicente will be at the line shooting 2.
So I thought Jackson went straight up there, but
yeah.
they caught him for the hit. I thought he got all ball too, but I can live with the hit call because I do think he went straight up there, so they didn't call block.
So Vicente 0 for 2 there. Baylark grabs the board. Outlet to Coleman. I think that's Coleman's first touch since he checked in for Bullock. And they're going to get the travel on Coleman.
Caleb missed Marley. He had him wide open in the corner for about as clean a look from 3 as you were going to get.
Inside, tipped away by Coleman, grabs the steal. Finds Poole ahead. Wildcats struggling to hold on to the pass. Wilkins to take. Pivots around Edwards. They're going to draw the foul. That should be on Higgins. So Wilkins at the line again, shooting 2. That's a 3rd foul on Higgins. And already the 16th foul. We still got 10 minutes left in this half. And it's been a long 10 minutes in this half.
Now the Wildcats have to capitalize on that by making some of these free throws.
There's one.
Zirian connects there.
So it's now a 2-possession game. So that cuts it to 5.
Close as the Wildcats have been in quite some time. I think about 5 minutes left in the first half.
And Poole gets the steal. Gives it up to Coleman. Can't finish, but it goes right to Gill. We'll get the foul called. Gill.
Boy, just poor communication there from the Centurions. No one told the dribbler that he had Marley behind him, and Marley, easy steal there. And now PJ will go to the line and try and cut to the lead even more.
That foul on Lee, just his first, and that's a 17 foul. So Wildcats now will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Still 9:55 left. Gill makes the first. Wildcats now shooting well from the stripe, and full team substitution.
All the starters will be back on the floor
Yep.
for Carolina Christian. They've seen their 15-point lead dwindle down to 4.
So Edwards remains out there for the Centurions with those 4 fouls as Gill converts the second free throw. So it's now a 1-possession game. Wildcats only down by 3. Reaching in there was Gill, and Baylor trying to get the steal. Wilkins way out there trying to guard Horbach. Good job. And Gill rips him. They look for the lob. The Poole! And Poole's going to get a tech for hanging on the rim. What a highlight play there. Wildcats still down by 1. And it could be 3 if he makes a text. But Poole could have released easily, but I think at first he was looking, make sure there's no one underneath his feet, and then, you know, a couple seconds went by, he just kind of stayed there, and they got him with that.
He took an extra swing there.
Yeah.
So free throw is good, so down by 2, but that play has got the crowd back into it, definitely. The momentum all on the Wildcat side now.
Centurions talking with each other. They seem all out of whack. Wildcats flying around on defense. Good job by Gill getting around that screen, sticking with Young. Young, tough shot, able to convert. That stops the bleeding for the Centurions. Extends it back out to a 2-possession game. Gill will stop at the free throw line and unable to make that. Rebound Cunningham. Extra pass to Cunningham for 3. That one out of bounds, airballed. Centurions haven't made a 3 in what, 8 minutes? First half they shot, at least they shot 10 threes in the first half. I think they've only made 1 or 2 in the second half.
Yeah, their last 3 was the Cunningham 3 right at the 16-minute mark to put them up 15.
3 from Hobson, no good. Rebound Cunningham. It's a deep 3 from Young, and gets every bit of it. Rolled around, hit the backboard, rolled around one more time and in. Hobson back in the game for the Wildcats along with Bullock, and Bullock gets ripped. Orblock takes it away. And that's a deep 3 from Gray. Oh my! That's Curry range right there. And it's back to a 10-point lead for the Centurions.
After the Wildcats had cut it to 1 on the dunk by Poole. You got the technical foul for hanging on the rim, and then 2 3-pointers. And all of a sudden it's back to 64-54, 7:49 left. Coach Larkin is going to talk to his guys about playing defense. I'm not sure when the guy shoots it from the spike line on the volleyball court what you can really do to pick him up from there.
So Hobson will inbound coming out of the timeout. Gill's going to run point. Wilkins, Creswell, and Bullock out there as well. Hobson to take, kick out, gets tipped away. It'll stay with the Wildcats, 12 on the shot clock. Down by 10, 7:34 left. Hobson inside, the finger roll, gets it. And another tech issued, I believe, on the Wildcats.
That's going to be all Hobson.
Yeah.
I guess he said something after that basket.
Shooting themselves in the foot. Man, every time it seems like they gain momentum, they give it right back to them. And fortunate that he missed the free throw. Still got one attempt left. And he gets the roll on that one. So Poole's going to check in for Hobson. Creswell working on Edwards down low. Edwards, again, it's noted that he has 4 fouls. That's a hard contested shot. Able to knock it down was Young.
Hey, nothing more you can ask from Marley there. He played great defense. Young just able to knock down a tough shot.
Poole wide open for 3. He knocks, that one no good. Rebound Young. Gill guarding out on Young. Goes for the steal, he gets it. And Gill able to finish.
A little stutter step move there by PJ to create some space between him and Young. And then a 10-second violation.
He was right on the line, man.
Young just lazily up the floor. And Wildcats get the turnover.
Gill just stayed with him long enough for that 10 seconds. Madden McAfee back in. Wilkins on the take. Inside lay-in, no good. Rebound Young.
Zarian kind of faded off to the left there where he should have gone to the basket.
That's an air ball on the other end, but the finish underneath was Burnett. Able to clean that up. That extends it out back to a double-digit lead. Wildcats down by 11. Creswell the fake. And Madden McAfee lost it off his hands. Wildcats.
Wildcats seem to be too eager to make the next play. Like they're looking at where the next pass or next shot's going to go before they catch the ball in the current pass. Just not doing the simple things that you need to do to win games.
That ball somehow found Horlack. Rebound out. Bullock comes away with it. Racing down the floor is Wilkins and Baylark.
They're going to get count the basket, and there's going to be a foul away from the ball. So the Wildcats are going to get the basket and a possession here.
We'll get shots, yeah. That's the second foul on Gray. Vicente is going to check in for Young. Wildcats in the bonus, down by 9. 5:30 left. Bullock to inbound, throws it out to Creswell. Creswell to take. Madden McAfee for three. That one off the mark. Fight for the rebound. They're going to get the over back call on Bullock.
Malik wondering what he did wrong. I think he'd have been okay if he had kept his hands up high, but when he brought his arms down over top of the Centurion player to try and corral the rebound, that's where the foul occurred.
That's going to take us to the other end of the floor, as that puts the Centurions in the bonus now. So it'll be Cunningham at the line shooting a 1-and-1. This is the first, but the offensive board, and it'll
be a tie-up there. Good job by Wilkins to get the tie-up. Ball's going to stay down here, but still nonetheless, great defensive effort. Now we have a 30-second timeout by Carolina Christian. We'll look at the stat line. Carolina Christian shooting 41.9% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. The key number there is 13 makes for Carolina Christian, 5 of 10 at the free throw line. Wildcats 22 of 54 from the field, only 6 of 25 from three, so a 7-point differential from the three-point line. Wildcats have improved to 10 of 15 at the free throw line for 66.7%. Rebounds are tied at 31. Each team has 9 assists. Turnovers are pretty much a wash, 15 for the Wildcats, 14 for the Centurions.
So it'll be Carolina Christian ball on the baseline. Vicente to inbound. Cunningham, kick out to Vicente for three. That one good. Back out to a 12-point lead.
That breaks a drought of about 11 minutes or so since the last three-pointer for the Centurions.
Creswell will take a three, and he'll make it.
Big answer there.
Creswell got a hand on it. And that's a carry.
Dribble.
Yep.
Good call there by official Dietrich Brockett.
I think Gray thought he was going to get away with it. Smiling as he walked away from it. He knew it. He rolls that pass over to Wilkins. In the corner now, it's Baylark.
Thought Kawan was looking for the 7-10 split on that one.
And Bullock had Baylark underneath. Takes it himself. That pass, looking for Baylark, got right back to him. He just went all the way with it.
Wildcats claw back within 7 now. A little over 4 minutes left to play. Still time to get this done, but they've got to play defense on just about every possession here. And they cannot give up offensive rebound.
They're going to get the foul on Baylark. It's the third on Baylark. Trainer's working on Marley Poole over there, trying to
it's like he's got a
stretch
cramp.
out. Yeah. And free throws have been a struggle for both teams here tonight.
Maybe the strategy is to foul the Centurions and put them on the line.
It's Horlback at the line. Second shot coming up. And he misses both. Baylark able to grab that board. We tick under 4 minutes left. Wildcats down by 7. Both teams in the bonus. Edwards of the Centurions with 4 fouls. Wilkins looking for help. Finds Madden McAfee. Works inside. A lot of contact, draws the foul. Madden McAfee will be at the line, 2 shots.
So the Centurions are now shooting a lower percentage from the free throw line than they are from the field or the three-point line.
Third foul on Gray. Burnett's going to check in for the Centurions. Gray's going to head off. Madden McAfee 2 for 2 there. Wildcats back within 5. Young back to running point now for the Centurions. Finds Burnett, guarded out by Wilkins, and he'll get called with the travel. So Wildcats are going to have it right back with a chance to cut it to a one-possession game. High screen from Baylark. Works around on Young, goes all the way, swatted out by Edwards. It'll stay with the Wildcats.
Still 20 on the shot, so plenty of time to run offense here. Still have a chance to get a good look.
Quick shot, Madden McAfee off the glass, no good, but the rebound finds Bullock. So they'll get a fresh shot clock. Tipped around, couldn't get to it, was Creswell. Wildcats give it right back.
The Centurions have given Johnson and Wales plenty of opportunities to claw their way back into this one. They haven't been able to take advantage of it so far.
It's kind of going both ways. Like
right.
Centurions are giving the Wildcats a chance to get back in it, but the Wildcats are giving them a chance to put it away. Kick out to Wilkins, hesitates, pulls the three. That one's good! Another big shot and a much-needed time for the Wildcats. 2:41 left. Got to make sure, get it across half court. Got a piece of it, was Wilkins. Wildcats with a chance to tie or take the lead. Wilkins up and under, swatted out, tipped out, goes right to Bullock. So still 18 on the shot clock. We saw it basically on the last possession. They're going to get a foul on Vicente. It's going to put the Wildcats at the line. Malik Bullock, crucial free throws here coming up.
And that's the 10th team foul, so that's 2 shots now for Malik.
So Vicente checks out, and Gray will check back in.
They tried to make the sub, and it's a 2-shot opportunity, so you can't do it until after the first shot.
Makes the first. Bullock's second shot, this one a tie. Gets the roll. Wildcats gotten close multiple times.
I think that's the first time we've been tied
Yep.
since 0-0.
Yep. They've gotten within 2, within 1, and now here we are tied. 2 minutes left. Crowd into it. Young, big shot, makes it. That silences the crowd. Madden McAfee running point for the Wildcats. Wilkins the take on the baseline, gets it. Vicente from the elbow, shot no good, rebound, Edwards inside, a lot of contact. Getting the tip in was Vicente. And we're going to get a Wildcat timeout.
So it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them, be back in 1 minute. So back out of the timeout. Wildcats down 2 with possession, 1:20 left. We got Bullock, Madden McAfee, Creswell, Baylark, and Wilkins.
Young guarding Madden McAfee. They swing it over to Bullock. Already 15 on the shot. Bullock looks to go inside. Able to find Madden McAfee. 10 on the shot clock. Madden McAfee draws a contact. Gets the roll. What a finish. Deep inside Madden McAfee. We're back tied off 76. 45 seconds left. Both teams trading big shot after big shot. Rolls out. Edwards can't finish. Fight for the rebound. Vicente finishes. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here.
Coach Larkin called timeout. Think he's upset that he got the timeout before the foul happened. They were going to call a foul on the Centurions. So it is a timeout for Johnson and Wales, 32.6 left. Coach Larkin getting an explanation from the officials. I don't think he's going to be happy with what they tell him. So it is a full. So Wildcats are down by 2, and they're going to put 33.3 back on the clock.
So it's Caleb Young. 2 big shots when the Centurions needed it to put him back up.
Well, that Young didn't make that one. It got tipped up.
Yeah.
And then Edwards had a chance at it, and it was actually
Vicente
that put that one in.
Everybody from both teams except Vicente was on the left side of the basket, and that ball went on the right side. He was in the right place, right time.
And the Wildcats had 5 players around it, just couldn't corral the defensive rebound.
Big possession here for the Wildcats. Down by 2. Bullock to inbound on the baseline, coming out of the timeout.
Well, we had the referees are checking something at the scores table, so everybody having to laugh about it now. No one seemed to know what was going on.
They inbound to Creswell. So Madden McAfee guarded out by Young. High screen from Baylark. Madden McAfee drives off the glass, gets it. Wildcats need a stop here.
Got to hunker down and play some D. See if you can get this one into overtime.
Carolina Christian going to hold for the last shot. Ball in the hands of Young. Guarded out by Madden McAfee.
Young's calling
5
for
seconds.
the screen. Wildcats
Gets the switch. That's a 3. Now off the mark. We're heading to overtime. Tied 78 all.
So I think Carolina Christian had it in the players' hands they wanted it to be in. That was Young. He had been their go-to guy down the stretch. Good job by the Wildcats in forcing him into a long jumper that's no good, and so we'll play 5 extra minutes here. Tied at 78.
Man, if you were to look at the overall story of this game, Wildcats down double digits numerous times. Crawled back, got close, and then went down big again, and then got closer, and then they eventually tied it up, and here we are in overtime. 78 all. Gotta love the fight in these Wildcats.
That 78 number important to some.
Yep.
Those that have a little bit of a wild side will like the 78 number. But we're ready for 5 extra minutes here. I think it's important to point out that the Wildcats made that comeback with both Marley Poole and Robert Hobson on the bench.
Yeah.
So they're 2 leading scorers on the bench. The Wildcats able to trim the deficit and get us to an extra period.
I think Hobson was kind of in the doghouse with Larkin this game.
Marley dealing with some cramps.
Yeah. So Centurions already out on the floor. They're going to go with Edwards, Young, Vicente, Horlbeck, and Gray. Wildcats are going to roll with the same 5 that they ended regulation with. It's going to be Wilkins, Baylark, Madden McAfee, Creswell, and Bullock.
I think both teams are going with the same 5 they ended the regulation with.
Let's just keep it going. So we got free basketball. 5 more minutes to see who will come out on top. Out in the circle is Edwards against Baylark. Wildcats get the tip. They'll have first possession to start overtime. Madden McAfee with it. Pulls the 3. Big shot from Madden McAfee.
How many points in a row has Kawan scored for us? That's at least 7, maybe 9.
Yep. Madden McAfee and Young trading big shot after big shot. Madden McAfee went for the steal, came up with nothing. And Wilkins got a piece of it.
So Wildcats take their first lead of the game with 4:40 left in overtime. And now they got to play defense with the lead.
It'll be Vicente on the baseline inbound. They'll have 19 on the shot clock. Getting a tip. Oh, man, they're going to get Bullock too aggressive there.
Good call there. Malik going for the steal, but kind of played through Young there. So they'll send Young to the line.
That's the 4th foul on Bullock. Poole and Hobson remain seated.
This is a 1-and-1 for Carolina Christian.
And rims out. Rebound Bullock. So Wildcats, good defensive stand there. They have an offensive possession now to possibly go up 2 possessions. Wilkins inside. The hook shot is good. They extend the lead out to 5. Edwards works inside. Extra pass. The deep 3 from Gray. No good. Rebound, Madden McAfee. And that's the 5th foul on Edwards. He's done.
Edwards can't
do that. That's a horrible foul.
He's 40 feet from the basket trying to gamble from behind for a steal. You cannot do that when you got 4 fouls. Your team down by 5 in overtime.
They're going to say, what? He's got 4 fouls?
The scoreboard has him
for 5.
Scoreboard
has him for 5.
Scorebook has him for 4. So
okay.
He has new life. Kawan makes both. Wildcats out by 7. The Wildcats can't relax here. Still 4 minutes left. They got to finish this one out.
That's a 3 from Young. No good. Rebound Baylark. Wildcats looking to be in control. As you said, Chuck, got to play all the way through. Wilkins drives right around Edwards with the slam. Wildcats got to hold back their bench from going out on the court. And we're going to get a timeout.
The Wildcats now with a 9-point lead.
Wildcats can't they're about to get another tech going out on the floor like that. Come on.
So a little over-exuberance from the Wildcats. Yep. Coach Larkin getting them back into the huddle. As Carolina Christian called a timeout. Wildcats up by 9, 87-78. So often is the case when a team comes from behind and forces overtime, they expend all their energy getting to behind. And then once they get even, then the other team just kind of coasts away from them. The Wildcats have bucked that trend tonight, and they've definitely been the aggressor here as they forced overtime, and now they've scored all 9 points in overtime. Carolina Christian has not scored at all in the extra session. So the Wildcats, again, they have to keep up this intensity for the final 3:30. They cannot relax at this point.
And if the Wildcats pull this out, this is a good victory for the players out there on the floor. The young players, as you know, Wilkins, Baylark, and all the others like P.J. Gill that had a great game, and they've stayed out there for majority of this. The finish of the regulation, and they've stayed in for all of overtime.
This group of 5 has been out there for a good 10 minutes of game time.
And it's a swap behind was Baylark fighting for it on the ground. Ball still loose. Vicente comes away with it. Finds Edwards down low. Swatted from behind by Wilkins. Wildcats are flying around the court, trying to close this one out, and that one out of bounds. They're going to say off Madden McAfee. It'll be Carolina Christian ball.
I think the officials are going to get together. No, I thought the one official was going to have a little conference with the other official, but now Wildcats are going to call a timeout and get their defense set up here. I think the Wildcats may have got away with a foul on that last possession for Carolina Christian.
Either Baylark or Wilkins could have been charged with a foul. They're down low on Edwards' first shot. So Carolina Christian, Vicente looks like he's dealing with some cramps over there on the sideline. So Daquan Lee will be in to replace him. So 3 minutes left. Wildcats with a 9-point lead. Here in overtime after clawing back in regulation to tie it up. Lee left all alone for three, and he's able to knock that one down.
Lee with fresh legs, able to hit the long-range jumper. Pulls the Centurions back within 6. So the Wildcats again need to run good offense here, get a basket, get a good look at the basket anyway.
And Bullock loses it to Young. Lee another three. That one's short, but it goes right to Horlback for two. Wildcats couldn't get back, and it's a two-possession game still. Wildcats, lead by 4. Wildcats need to get back to what they were doing. Drive, kick, or go right to the hole. And there's Madden McAfee. Offensive foul. Basket won't count.
Good call there by the official. Kwan made up his mind too early. Edwards was right there to take the charge. So again, we talked about Wildcats needing to finish. Carolina Christian is called back within 4. Now they have the possession, the chance to cut it to 2 or 1. Still 2 minutes to play. Long way to go in this one.
And trying to get Lee open in that corner. Another shot. Good. Cuts it to 1. Lee, 2 big shots for the Centurions. And that's a foul on Lee. Big free throws coming up here for Madden McAfee. He'll have 2 shots. It's the second foul on Lee. Makes the first. And gets the second. Keeps it a 3-point lead for the Wildcats. 1:35 left. Safety of the Wildcats got to guard Lee in the corner.
Turn the Centurions into drivers. Just
Off
like
the glass,
that.
no good. Baylark, good rebound. Tiptoeing the line, able to get the possession for the Wildcats.
Now Wildcats need to run some clock here.
Creswell wide open for 3. Off the mark. Rebound, Horlack. Not a lot of time taken off there.
So that shot.
Oh, on the line.
3-second violation.
Either way, they would have had it. Gray clearly stepped on the line when he got that pass.
So Wildcats could have got that shot from Creswell with 1 on the shot clock or 2. There was no need to take it that early in the shot clock. It was wide open, but I think running some clock was more valuable there than taking that shot at the time it was taken.
Coach Foster visibly upset about that call. And foul from behind, not needed there by Horvath. You're only down by 3. So that's going to send Madden McAfee, who's been a strong free throw shooter near the end of this one, for 2 shots. Coach Foster not pleased with that foul by Horlack. Makes the first 2-possession game now. And gets the roll. I think both every time he shoots his first one, nothing but net. Second one, every time gets the roll.
Well, it's working. He's 8 for 8 from the line.
Yep.
And after missing, I think they started maybe 2 of 9 or 2 of their first 7 from the line. The Wildcats are 20 of 25.
50 seconds left. Lee, the drive. Can't finish. Rebound, Creswell. Creswell able to split the defense. Gets it ahead to Bullock. The floater, the lob to Baylor. Offensive foul. Wildcats can't believe it. Really not needed.
And that's going to be 5
some more
on Malik.
timeout. And that's going to get Poole in the game. So Bullock fouled out. Marley Poole will check in to replace him.
So Centurion's not dead yet. They're down by 5, 38.8. Officials talking about something here.
So do you think Wildcats really needed the basket there? Or they should have.
Oh, yeah, I would have run some clock up 5.
So just about 8 seconds between the game clock and the shot clock for the Centurions, down by 5. Ball in the hands of Young.
And that's even better, turning them into a long 2-point jump shooter team. That's even better.
And they're going to get the foul quickly. That's going to send Madden McAfee again to the line. Wildcats can sense the victory.
My senses would be heightened if he knocks down these 2 free throws. We've seen the Centurions been able to make some deep threes. So only up 5. You make these 2, now you're up 3 possessions.
Ooh, missed the first. Got to make it interesting. And he makes the second. So 6-point game. Centurions need a quick shot and then foul. So ball in the hands of Lee. The kick out in the corner. Gray for 3. That one off the mark. Rebound, Madden McAfee.
I think Zarian got a piece of that 3.
And they're going to get the foul on Young. Madden McAfee, another trip to the line. And with 11.4, if he makes these 2 free throws, that'll just about do it.
Wow, Young's played 45 minutes basically in his first foul.
And he leaves the first one short. And he makes the second.
And that one should just about do it. Wildcats just don't want to foul now.
Lee got to go quick. Taking more time off the clock. That 3 is short, but the offensive board, that won't hurt you from Young. Wildcats, all you got to do is inbound, and they do. And the Wildcats take this one in thrilling fashion, 93-88.
Down 15 and 1 point in the second half. Wildcats come back to force overtime and then take care of the Centurions in overtime, 93-88. That'll just about wrap it up for here tonight. The Wildcat Center, once again, will be on the air Saturday, 2:55 p.m. for EMAC action, Wildcats and Mid-Atlantic Christian. For Kelly Turner and our executive producer, Joe Worley, I'm Chuck Charles, wishing you a good night.